Hi guys, and welcome to Scrap Rat and my messy craft room. I'm going to make an upcoming video about packaging, and I was putting together a prototype, and I wanted to actually come on here and show y'all because I actually I guess started doing some stuff, and I started going a little bit crazy with it, so I just wanted to show you this one. Sorry for the glare on this. But I just want to explain, it's just a junk mail envelope, you know, to send back for your credit cards or whatever. They send them to you. It has a window. I opened it up. I stuck the cut a little piece of paper to fit in there, put that in there, and then cut a little piece. See, that one doesn't, let's see, there we go. The piece in the window does not go all the way around. It's just in the window. This one here goes all the way across. That way when you open it, or if I cut a notch in it, you don't see the white. So that's where we're at. Then I started collaging the front, and I got out my deco trimmer. I'll show you mine. It's not the Tim Holtz one. It's one I've had for a while. I don't know it's this brand, but I very rarely use it. And I got it out and started using it and started playing around with some ink and stuff. So I just wanted to show y'all the process that I'm doing, and then we'll get to this other messy stuff in another video. We're not going to do all that today. But what I did was I took out one of those little cheapo pads of paper that I have. I think this one's from AliExpress or Amazon. I think I've had it for a couple of years now. But I deco cut the edge, inked the back, and then sat there and picked the paper so it curls up, you can see. And I'm going to show you on this one, and I'm also going to show you how to do these spots if you don't have a stamp. Excuse my messy hands. This is real crafting, guys. But I want to show you how I go about doing the inking and the curling the paper. I mean, inking's pretty obvious. Wow, look at my hands. So sorry. Probably should have washed them before I started, but I gotta go to work today, and I just want to get this out real quick. I was just gonna make a prototype and then film later when I got home, but I decided that yeah, I wanted to actually film this one for you because yeah, it's got some kind of cool techniques, I think, and something that y'all might not have seen before. So instead of me trying to explain it in the actual video later today, I figured I would do it now. So I get it nice and dark on the back. And we're not going to actually see the back except for where we curl it. While it's still wet, I just kind of take it and I just kind of pick at it. Just picking at it along the way. And then I come back just in case, because sometimes you pick and it makes white spots. So that is going to be our piece for here. And this, did not turn my ringer off. I just realized that. Okay. I think what we're going to do is something like this. We're going to glue this down, and then I'm going to show you how I did the ink spots on here. I got to kind of decide on what I want on top. I think I want it like this. And this, with the curling of the edges, I just took and put my thumb there. Got it a little wet, hence the ink all over my hands. And just kind of curled it and kind of went back and forth with it. Kind of curling the paper up a little bit, and I made sure I had enough ink on the back of it to where it looks like that. Okay, so let's do this one first, and then this one, and then we'll place the top and the bottom, I think. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing, Cindy? Is that what we're doing? Okay, this one has to come all the way down, and we're going to do this one because I know this one can go down. Okay, we're going to go right up to the edge. Let's get my other one out. It's not so thin. You gotta go right up to the edge, but don't get too much because it'll ooze out on your acetate, and we don't want that. I'm just gonna kind of come down. We can always go in with a little needle point and stick glue up underneath it. Just slide it over ever so slightly. And this one I am going to make to where you can glue it down to the page. So this one is not going to have any wraparounds on it. We're going to cut all that stuff off. Okay. This one, let's see. I think we're going to do him like that. Except for pull him down a little bit. And this one, I think, let's do it like that. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to come up, we're going to flatten this part out here. Because we actually need that to kind of stick down a little bit. Flatten that out. We're going to come around here. Shaky, shaky. Sorry, guys. Haven't even had caffeine. It's just part of my life. Okay. And we're going to go around right here. And we're going to put this one on. I'm just going to make sure we get them pushed over. We can always cut some off. I kind of wanted that label on there, but that's not going to happen now, is it? Unless I pull it down a scotch. Put it on there now. Come on, let me pull you down just a little bit more. Okay. There we are. Okay. Hopefully I didn't just mess up my idea for the pocket inside. If I did, we shall fix it. It'll be okay. Okay, now this one I'm going to glue down, and then I'll glue this one on the last. So, whoops, do this one. And we're just going to go up. We're going to go to this edge. What am I doing? Glue it on there. And we're going to go up here. This is real life crafting. This is how I do in my real life. This is my struggles. Told y'all I ride the struggle bus. It's a daily thing for me. Okay, I like how she's up there. I like that. Just ever so slightly, gently kind of buffer it down a little bit. That we're going to have to cut off, and we'll figure that out in just a minute after we get this all situated. Okay, actually we're going to flip this guy over. And we're going to go ahead and cut some of this excess off of here. I'm going to gum up my scissors. Oops. Come on. Come on, Cindy. Come on. You can do it. Come on. I've got faith in you. There we go. Probably going to have to clean my scissors after this little craft session. It's going to be okay. Well, luckily I did not decapitate the poor girl. Okay. So I'm going to take, and we're just going to clean this up just a tiny bit. Hopefully still keep that label on the front, please. Yeah, we kept most of it. I'm happy with that. I'm just going to kind of... Okay. All right, so now we have this one. I just wanted to be able to see my corners so I know position of this. And I think we're going to put him right about there because I like the curl. You know, raise it up a little bit just to cover up those little corners. That's one thing with these envelopes. When they have this rounded edge like that, you don't have to use that. You can just make it straight across. Makes it a lot easier. on you. Okay, so we're going to come across there. And we're going to come over here. We already got glue up there, Cindy, come on. We're going to come down here because we know we're taking that to the edge. Okay. So knew we were coming down to the edge on here. Excuse me. Just ever so slightly push it down. Oops. I was actually going to pull that off a little bit. That's okay. We just like completely shrunk our pocket, but that's okay. It's gonna be all right. It was a nice big pocket, so it could use a little shrinkage. I'm sure, yeah, I have glue on it, so I'm not gonna try and move it. Right? Oh, I didn't shrink it that much. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Okay, now we're just gonna kind of pull our edges back up a little bit. I don't want to pull them up that much because I don't want to see the envelope up underneath it. Okay, just gonna rock it back and forth. And we're gonna take this one here because this is bugging me that you can see that. And we're just gonna ever so slightly go up in there. That's a little too much. A little too much play in that one. Should have probably come over a little bit farther with that one. So that is one thing with this technique, I guess. You want to kind of cover the pocket a little bit so you can roll it back. So you've got room to kind of open it back up. Okay. There is our collaged pocket. All right. Now, how I did these ink spots, because I was too lazy to go over and look for my ink splatter stamp. I took an eraser. I'll show you on a piece of white paper. And you can really and this one's a good eraser, and this one's one that's been used. So this is a good eraser. Let's go ahead and do a third one. So fourth, not so much. And then this is you can get irregular shapes, you can get complete circles, you can get all kinds of shapes with your erasers. And if you just come in and just do little quick, you get smaller dots. So like, I don't know if you can see that. But that's how I did my lazy coffee splatter. Because, well, I was being lazy. But this is why I was like, oh, you probably want to film this because when are you actually gonna, well, I may do it again. But I knew I wouldn't do it in the next video. Probably not. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe I would have. But yeah, that's a lot of coffee. This person was extremely messy, but hey, you know. Okay, so we have our little pocket. And I had an idea for the tag to go inside. I'm not going to make the typical little tag. I want to do something a little different. So we're going to do that real quick. And then I'll let y'all get about your day. Okay, so I have this little piece of paper. It's cute, right? Yeah, it's cute. Okay, so I wanted to kind of incorporate this and make a little booklet instead of a tag to go in there. So what I'm going to do is I cut down some coffee dyed blank index cards. They don't have the lines on them. Probably got them from Walmart or something. But I just want to cut this little lady down. I'm going to cut her down with my regular cutter. Right there. So we have her cut down, and then I'm going to take my deco edge that I never use and hopefully be able to get it in here enough. Let's see, how do I want this actually? Come on, now it's stuck. Look at that. Let's see, would it look better like this? Like that. I kind of like it like that. We're going to deco this edge. We're going to make it match the front of the pocket. So just ever so slightly. If I can get it over there and show y'all what I'm doing, I'll drag it over there once I get it pinned down. It's just ever so, oh, for Pete's sake, just basically like 1/8 of an inch. Here, let me do it again, and then I'll put it in front so you can see if you want to see. You want to watch my clamoring along. It's back to the old videos. I mean, you know, granted, I don't have that many, but yeah, before I edited the living daylights out of my videos. Okay, hold it down, Cindy. That is how much I'm cutting off. Just a tiny little sliver. This much. That's much I cut off. That way I can do this little technique, and then we can put it down like the front. I can put a little piece of seam binding on it, and be done with it. I'll probably do some coffee splatters on the paper just to make them cohesive. So, okay, we're going to take and let's see, do I want to staple the whole thing, or do I just want to wrap that? I think I just want to wrap that. We're going to staple this real quick. And then we're going to put this guy right about there. Do this one. Is that pretty even? That's pretty. I'll do it there. But I'm just going to go like this. I don't know what that was. Okay. Right there. Right there? Yeah, sure, why not? That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Okay. We're going to cut the sides off, and then we're going to wrap it around to the back. First, we're going to kind of don't scratch the paper, Cindy. Should have roughed it up before you glued it down. Ding-a-ling. Okay, there we go. Take it, just fold that over. Oh, no. And then we're going to make a little pull cord for it because the pocket is deeper than the notebook. So we're going to do, yeah, I think we're going to do this one. And with the seam binding, I'm going to tell you in the next video where I just purchased the rugs to do Sari Silk, the last one that I got last two, I'm sorry, that I received, that I got, not that I received, that I went and bought, had pretty good selection in it. I did not get the ones from Five Below. I have never been able to find those. I actually got them from Aldi's yesterday, so you have a pretty good chance of getting them if you go today. If your Aldi's carries them. I only bought two. I'm just gonna make this fake. It's not really gonna be bound like that. It's just gonna look like it and be able to be pulled out like that. Probably would have been better if I did it the other way. Do it the other way, Cindy. Do it the other way. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay. So you have your little notebook tag inside of a upcycled, I guess, envelope for your pocket. Decorate it up, and there you have it. And like I said, I will do more packaging. I just wanted to show y'all before I glue this down because of the technique of curling the paper and the coffee dots, spilled coffee. If you wanted to, you could put a piece of paper or another index card or something on the back of it, or collage on the back of it. You could have an extra journaling space, but like I said, I'm just going to make it to where I just glue it in and it's done. And if I decide to make it into something else, I can always glue something on at a later date. But there you have it, and hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it, and I hope you have joy in your day and go out and spread some with others. And yeah, that's about it, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Much love. Bye-bye.